This is September 17th. Monday and yesterday and today it was a little bit choppy sessions, but even on the choppy sessions, one of the greatest way to trade is that based on liquidity. The reason is that, let me maximize it. The reason is that you can see market tend to go towards a liquidity all the time in terms of um, every time the price is consolidating, you can see the top edge of the seller's control and then the buyer's control. Price tend to go, if at all it wanted to stay in the range but still go to the opposite end, it always takes out the liquidity and then go to the top liquidity. I think that pattern you can see repeating all the time. um, One of the strategies that I mentioned in the trading webinar was anytime you see the strong seller's control is broken out, don't take it immediately, take it on the pullback. You see, you would have scalped even 1, 2, 3, all those places you could have scalped because the rejection candles on those after the um, seller's liquidity was broken. Okay, after that we can see like the consolidation was happening between those two regions right here since 10 a.m. East Central. We can see those, but clearly it was forming a little bit of down trend after that, and then the buyer's control was broken and the seller's control was re-establishing. So even sometimes we have to see the micro trends. When I say micro trends, within the choppy session also we can see the micro trends, how the market is shifting, and then trade opportunity only happens when there is either one of the control was broken. In this case, clearly the buyer's control was broken, seller's control was keep on growing. But at the same time, I want you to watch out. Every time the seller's control was going down, it was respected. Look at this. It was going down even though it is consolidating here. Look at this, 1, 2, 3 times. It came very close, but it did not break down. It did not break out. That means still it's in the downtrend. It's respecting the liquidities on the sell side, but it did broke the bias liquidity even here. I think, let me see, even here it was a bit of broken here. Okay, so it was broken here. That's why I took the short trade right here. I think it's moving right now because it broke again the third time. 1, 2, 3, third time it broke the bias control. That means it can go down. That's what is happening right now, as you can see on the ES side. But one thing I'm waiting for is, like, I want to see the shift of the seller's control to shift somewhere here, because my until that is not happening, I bet the risk of having my stop without any protection. So that means typically I wanted to see the seller's control move down. In this case, somewhere here, I want so that I can hide my stop behind the liquidity zones. Okay, let's see how the price action continues. But my trading is based on, I can see the seller's control was keep on pushing down, buyer's control was keep on losing, and then I can see this particular seller's control was respected almost 3 times, and then buyer's control is almost controlled. Finally it was broken. Consolidation happened for almost like 10:47 to 11:10 Central Time, and then finally broken. That's when I took the short trade. Right now I just kept my stop above the bias control, so that if at all price goes back up to this control and then reflect back. But I'm still waiting for some kind of liquidity, because I can see right here on this side it's something building, but it's not confirmed yet. But we'll wait and see. All these live trades, most of the time when I'm the customer's call or something like that, I can't take the video recording to have the customer's privacy, but still I take the trade even though I'm talking to the customers those things. Now I just put my phone on mute, because this is a good way to explain in terms of to find the micro trends based on liquidity, how even though it's choppy yesterday and today, even we can find the seller's control was shifting down. Finally I found the consolidation area, because I love consolidation area is because at that point we will, okay, so now the bias control is forming here. That means I need to be make sure, you can see this buyers are coming back and then taking the control over. Do you see that? So that means I need to be very cautious. It can reverse, but at least if it is a pullback, I'll be happy. so that if it is pulled back I can move my stop around that area. But I can see this buyer's control was forming. I don't see any seller's control forming. That's what worries me a little bit, because last control center was right here. Nothing is created here. A little bit of patience. I think if it goes back and stops, so that's still fine. But I took the trade with the strategy of like a consolidation. I love consolidation again. That was talking about, because anytime the consolidation was forming, it's forming the clear boundary. Okay, I'm going to move my target, and then I'm going to, okay, now this is where I love the supply and demand system. Okay, so let's go back here. So now I can see the same trade here. Alright, so now I'm going to trail based on this system. Okay, so because it smooths out the trade. I took the trade based on liquidity zones, so which you saw the screenshot before. Now I'm going to trail my trade, because you can see those red lines are the range of the liquidity. So not the liquidity. We are out of liquidity chart. This is like volatility based price action chart. So let's keep both together so that we can see. Okay, let's see both together right here. Okay, so you can see the reversal after. You see this? I think this is why we need to close this trade. I think I would close this trade because it's after the buyer's liquidity was taken. I think it's trying to reverse, going back to the range. It's hard to manage the trade sometimes on the minute charts, because we don't know the exact volatility range and everything. How best we can trail when there is no liquidity zones, red zones are forming, because I don't see any liquidity sell side control is forming right here. That means I'm at the what do you say, guesswork. I'm just but if you look at the supply and demand system, it gives me the range of how the market was. Okay, so now, okay, I'm going to move even further down, move this up. Okay, I'm going to move the stop again here, because I'm either I put between these two lines or these two lines. That is this is the range of the volatility for the ES as per the supply and demand system. But okay, still I don't see any liquidity zones forming on the sell side, but buyer's liquidity zone was broken for sure. It's broken here. Next one is up here. So if at all, let's say I'm going to have the target right here. If at all, if it goes and bounces on these buyer's control, it has to cross. It has to be somewhere a little bit of few ticks above the buyer's liquidity zone. Okay, but I'm going to keep my trail. If it all reverses back, still I'll be profitable. But I want to trail based on the supply and demand system's volatility range. Again, the point of this video is to show you in terms of how to find the micro trends control. Finally, I found the clear, perfect consolidation of price consolidation, micro consolidation here. When I was hoping for either it can broke out on the top side or bottom side. So I took the trade when there is a bottom side, and then also on the pullback to the same price line. This is exactly what I talked about in the webinar on Sunday as well. Look at this ES. NQ. I think NQ also same thing. This is the beauty about this particular trade setup. You can see when you see the confirmation on both instruments. That's perfect. Look at this. Oh, now we see why the price is bouncing here. Look at this. Supply demand is like right there. But let's see. Let's be patient and see how the price moves. I think we don't have to guess. Okay, one thing which always traders make a mistake is that they stop guessing where it's going to bounce, where it's going to things. Don't guess. Just to follow the price action. I think you'll be okay. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm just using I took the trade based on liquidity zones, but I'm managing my trade based on supply and demand to trail based on the range of volatility. So this is a price marker based on our pricing chart. Okay, I'm going to place my trade stop again between these two lines. These are volatility range. That means if the price crosses this green line, it's going to form one more bar. If the price crosses this red line, first red line is going to print first green bar. So that is the range of the volatility range based on our price action chart. I'm trying to trail. Okay, I'm just first moving my target because price is moving very fast. Now I'm going to trail again. Okay, I'm going to trail again. This is why I use both systems. I primarily look for the entries based on the liquidity zones, and then look at this. Now now we can see the what do you say, the bias control was taken out from the liquidity zones. The control was held from the morning, almost from the morning. It was taken out. Okay, that means it might anytime slow down or reverse. If it goes further, that's great, but we had very cautious at this stage right now because the bias control that was there from the morning was just broken. But momentum is there. Momentum, the huge momentum is here right now. The huge momentum is there. Just let's go with it until the price action. If it is reverses and stop out here, that's fine. I think that's why I had the stop based on the volatility range. But if it goes further, reverses, stop, I'm still fine. But I don't want it to guess and close or something. I just wanted to let the price action decide whatever it wants to do. Okay, I'm going to lose like 100 or something, 150 something because of I'm giving too much range, but that's part of trading. I think ideal way, like I told you, remember that I told you the price can go until this range. I think I'm going to get stopped out. That's good. That's a very good trade, guys. I think exactly I took it right here. You see this one? I think let me explain one more time. Okay, let me explain one more time the trading strategy behind this entry. Okay, you can see the price was consolidating in this range. It was the bias control, sellers control. Bias control was losing momentum. 1, 2, 3, it was broken. And then like I saw the last one is right here. I wanted to see what happens here. When the price came down to last place here, it was forming a little bit of consolidation here and here, the boundary, bottom, top boundary. And then two things happen. One is it broken the bottom bias control, and then I entered on the pullback. Also the reason is that every time the price breaks out the one side, opposite side it takes the liquidity out. You can see the price went and touched the liquidity and then came out. So that's why I took the trade right here, back out, come back, and then little bit of pullback right on the same price line. This is right on the same price. This is exactly I took, and then I ran till the whole range, which you can see in the screen. Even our supply system also marked as a signal as well, because here is based on the consolidation range. Anyway, hope you're able to get the way I found the trade entry and the management trade, and then expecting it's going to bounce right on the bias control. That's exactly happened. Price goes to liquidity, it grabs the liquidity, everything, and then reversed. Thank you so much.